In a stunning conclusion to a trial that captivated the world for nearly 2 months, hip-hop mogul Sean "Diddy" Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, charges that could have sent him to prison for life. The 55-year-old music executive stood trial in New York on 5 federal charges, including 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy. After 8 weeks of harrowing testimony, graphic evidence, and heated courtroom drama, the jury acquitted Combs of the most serious allegations, specifically the racketeering conspiracy charge, which could have meant life behind bars. He was also cleared of sex trafficking charges involving singer Cassie Ventura and a former girlfriend identified only as Jane. These explosive allegations had dominated headlines and formed the emotional core of the prosecution's case. But the jury did convict Combs on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, finding that he facilitated travel for Ventura and Jane for illicit purposes. As the verdict was read aloud in the packed Manhattan courtroom, Diddy sat flanked by 8 defense attorneys, stone-faced. His family members looked on from the second row of the gallery, visibly emotional. Combs has maintained his innocence from the start. He pleaded not guilty to all charges and did not testify in his own defense. His legal team argued that the relationships at the center of the case were consensual and the accusations exaggerated. The jury initially struggled to reach consensus on the racketeering charge, telling Judge Arun Subramanian that they were at an impasse. But late on Tuesday, they ultimately returned a not guilty verdict, sparing Combs a life sentence. This high-profile trial marked a dramatic fall from grace for Combs, once considered one of the most powerful figures in music and fashion. His arrest last September sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and brought his empire crashing down. Now, having avoided the most severe consequences, Combs might face up to 10 years in prison if given the maximum sentence for the 2 guilty counts. US District Judge Arun Subramanian will determine Combs' sentence at a later date. As the not guilty verdicts were read, Sean "Diddy" Combs dropped to his knees, his head buried in the courtroom chair, a man overwhelmed, seemingly in prayer, after narrowly avoiding a life sentence. Behind him, his family erupted in quiet celebration, clapping through tears. His defense team exchanged emotional hugs, and Combs embraced lead attorney Brian Steele, the man who helped keep him out of prison for life. For now though, Sean "Diddy" Combs walks away not guilty on sex trafficking, a verdict that will spark heated debate in the court of public opinion, long after the courtroom doors have closed.